Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Here we go, y'all. It's on and popping. It is on and popping. Open enrollment for the Mindset Matters Institute is this week. And so you should be excited. You should be excited. I don't sound too excited, though. I sound very, very basic, right? No, that's because I don't want to alarm you guys, but got pretty much one of the greatest programs of all time. Hey, but look, no. What I am starting to understand, I took some notes. I'm taking this class, this parenting class, and a lot of the stuff that is starting to come out because I didn't really understand fully what exactly the meditation and the practices and things that I was doing was like, what it was actually doing. And now I have the scientific evidence of what's actually happening, right? Because they have you go over things called self-talk, which is which is basically I am affirmations, right? You go over this self-talk, and this is like co-parenting, co-parenting, and being able to speak to the other, your other half with a measure of calm, with a measure of trying to find some form of resolution, right? And I'm learning some very interesting things, y'all. Some really, really incredibly interesting things. So you have something in your brain called the amygdala, right? I think that's how you say it, the amygdala. And you also have frontal lobes. And the way that we normally operate is out of the amygdala because that's our fight or flight response, or that's what controls that mechanism of the fight or flight response. And I'm like, what? So I'm first of all, I went into this class not knowing. I'm thinking I'm about to, because it's just something I got to do to take care of some things. I'm thinking I'm gonna go through this class and it's gonna be just this easy thing, and it's tripping me out because it's showing me more into what I'm creating. And I'm like, wow. So again, the amygdala, right? That's the mechanism in your, or that's the part of your brain that's controlling the fight or flight mechanism. And that's what we normally respond out of, especially when the your divorcee or whoever it is that's making you mad. They have these scenarios and stuff of where the parents are getting divorced, the kids are involved, and then the parents are trying to make the kid the middleman, and you have to learn how to respond accordingly. And what it said was the majority of the time people respond out of the amygdala. As soon as they enter into a conversation with somebody that they're irritated with, they respond out of fight or flight, right away. And they're like, oh, I hate this person. And they have these scenarios. Again, they got actors. It's super in depth. And I'm like, what is going on here? And it's hours, y'all. It's hours. It's gotta be at least 4 hours of, it's taking me a couple of days because it takes very concerted effort, but it's at least four hours of content, of question and answers, of videos, of a backstage like conversation about the videos. It's tripping me out. I'm like, this is really in depth, right? So what we normally respond out of, again, when we're irritated, frustrated, when we want to be combative with another person, we're responding out of what is called the amygdala, somewhere up in here, right? Where we're supposed to respond out of is called the frontal lobes, right? So that's like, I guess it's around here, the front part of your brain. Didn't show exactly where it was, or maybe they did and I skipped past that part. The point, the point is that's where you're supposed to respond out of. Guess how you get there? Guess how you get there? Through meditation. What is going on here? I'm like, hold up, dude. Hold up. Where are the cameras? Where are the cameras? Because I'm sitting here thinking, and I messaged a couple people. I'm like, y'all, I'm trying to finish this the next program. I'm trying to make sure that that's up and ready. This course is taking me a long time. It is taking very focused effort to make sure this is taken care of. And now I know why. Now I know why. And I don't know how I missed this last time, because I had an opportunity to take this years ago and I just totally missed out on it. Maybe it was for this reason, right? Maybe it was for me to just catch it right now, because I'm ready for it. I'm receptive to it. And it's literally a part of my program. I had to write some notes, y'all. Check this out, man. So, what does meditation do to help you get out of the amygdala that's in your brain? That's the fight or flight response. Well, it lowers cortisol and reduces anxiety. Join the program. I'm just saying, dude. I had no idea. I had no idea that that's what it was doing. I just knew it worked. I just knew it worked, man. I just was like, nope, it's something going on with this, man. Y'all need to experience this. You need to really feel what I'm talking about. And lo and behold, I go through this parenting class that is telling me, hey, here's what it's doing. And here's the research and science behind it. Here's the part of your brain that it's affecting. This is going to help me to articulate even more so when I present this to large corporations and be like, yo, you should have this in your company so that people won't lose their shit to just be 100. It's very interesting, y'all. And that's just part of what that's just the direction I need to go in. I need to go big. I definitely want to help you guys. Um, and the people will show up that really want to make change. But I see now this is on a grander scale, because that for this to be a parenting program, right? For just people that's going through whatever they're going through, the divorcees or whatever. Um, and then you go through this class and it's showing you all of this stuff. I'm like, this should be a program. That's literally what I thought. I was like, this should be a literal program to help people. And I'm like, oh, we got it. We got it. We got it, y'all. So look, frontal lobes help respond accordingly. The amygdala is fight or flight. The amygdala is somewhere in here, frontal lobes. Anyway, what you want to do is, they said, meditate, calm down. They said that's meditating for 10 minutes is one of the most highly effective ways to start operating out of your frontal lobe, so that you can calm down and respond instead of operating out of the amygdala, which the amygdala, when you operate out of that particular part of your brain, it not desensitizes, but it only takes in particular information, because ancestrally, right? Ancestrally, that was what it was for when we had to hunt for food. Oh, and I'm gonna dive into something else that's really gonna trip you out. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that back up too. I have to close the tab. But look, the fight or flight response from before, when we had to go hunt for food, right? This is just not too long ago, y'all. You want to know why I know it was just not too long ago? Is because, when do you think the refrigerator was invented? Sit on that. Okay. However, what happens is, ancestrally, we had a fight or flight response, which would hone in on just, okay, I need to react to this thing right here that's trying to kill me, right? I need to respond to that. So it shades the rest of your sensory area, right? So you're not paying attention to the birds and the trees and the sky and all of this other stuff. It hyper focuses you on one particular thing, right? Which is the food that I'm trying to bring back to my family, right? Which is, I'm not trying to die today, right? At the same time, okay? We don't have to do that no more, y'all. You're not going to McDonald's saying, where the bear at? I'm finna fight, dude, right? Ain't no such thing. So we no longer mainly rely on the amygdala. However, that's generational. And if we haven't been working to get out of that mode, it's transcending into different areas of our life because we're not working to switch that part off when it's not necessary. So if you're going to go in that habit pattern loop, which is why you need to watch the last video I made, repeated reminders, repeated refines us. We're refined to respond from the amygdala. We're refined, we're ingrained that way ancestrally because what? Our parents, they all did that. They all did that. They didn't know that that was something that they needed to change. It was the way that they were responding, and they carried it on to the next kid, and then to the next kid, and then to the next kid. And they said, look, this is how I respond. And then you're like, well, this is how my dad responds, so this is how I'm going to respond. You're like, this is how my mom responded, so this is how I'm going to respond. Yell, yell, yell. Then you in turn yell, yell, yell. Right? That's how it gets passed down, and that's how it ends up being inside of you generationally. However, what you need to do is join the freaking institute and start working that stuff out of yourself. Right? You got to start calming yourself down. This is going to change the world. I ain't even know. But I guarantee you it's going to change the world. Right? So what you need to do is you need to settle yourself down and meditate. Be mindful, right? Mindfulness is checking in with what your mind is full of. Okay? So when you check in with what your mind is full of for at least 10 minutes a day, you start to become more aware. And as you become more aware of what you're doing and what's happening, you're going to want to change it. It's not something that you even have to force. You're going to want to start making these changes because you're going to be like, wait a minute, I don't like doing that. Right? It's easy to say, oh man, my mom or my dad used to yell at me all the time. I don't want to do that. But then you end up doing that. And you're like, dang, I'm just like my dad, or I'm just like my mom. Right? You go into that mode, but you're not taking the time to sit there and be like, okay, how do I change this? What is the cool. Scoot over there, buddy. Scoot over there. You over here. Man, stay on that side. Close the door for me. I ain't even this dude. What is going on? They're gonna cut me off the live. They're gonna be like, Kev tripping. Okay, so look, stay on that side when you get dressed, okay? What? I might have to go in and edit this out, y'all. We'll be right back. No, but anyway, um, when you become mindful, when you really think about what's going on, what am I thinking in my brain? You will start to process and become more aware of, oh, I do that, and I really don't want to do that. I yell at my children, and I really don't want to do that. And the more you meditate and think about that, the more you slow your brain waves down, which now is going to take you from the amygdala into the frontal lobes. And now, as you get into the frontal lobes, they're like, hey, so let's find some ways to change this. Like, let's start being receptive to some other stuff that's out here that may help us to not do that anymore because we really don't like that. And now we know this. And so the frontal lobes are going to continuously remind you, you know, you don't want to be doing that. You know, you don't want to be yelling. So how can you change this? So then you're going to one day actively be like, oh, hey, I don't like when this happens. So can you not do that? And you'll be way more calm in the situation, and you'll realize, oh my goodness, I've changed. I've changed. And once you realize you've changed, you're going to realize that it was for the better. Nobody's forcing you. Like, a lot of people are like, I don't want to change. Stop trying to change me. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about, how do we progress forward? How do we progress forward? And you will recognize that within yourself, and nobody else will have to do it for you. But you do need a system to begin with, though. You will need a system to begin with. And again, I didn't even know, y'all. I'm being 100 with y'all. I had no idea what I was setting up. It was the process that I went through. Because what I keep telling y'all, I had a temper. I used to do temper tantrums as a kid like crazy. Told y'all, I used to chase my brother around with freaking knives and stuff when I was losing a video game. Something was wrong with me. But as I grew up and then I got into this and I started meditating just 5 years ago, I said, wait a minute. No, something's happening. I'm literally powering up. I'm literally leveling up. Like I'm becoming more super. This is tripping me out. It has nothing to do with um spiritualistic occultism practices or nothing like that. This is something that we need to do. It's biblical, y'all. Meditate on God's word doesn't just mean, oh, I'm gonna read it and then okay, I'll think about it later. No, it literally is saying, okay, after you read this information, after you digest it, then I need you to sit with it. Don't be distracted by this. Don't be distracted by that. No, literally be like, okay, now that I have this information, let me sit with it and allow my mind to process it. And then my mind will be full of biblical principles, biblical things. What do I need to do? How am I supposed to be responding? Where do I need to go to get this information? Right? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So this because I know that still kind of turns people off. Meditation is literally mindfulness. Meditation is checking in with yourself, allowing yourself the time to calm down, and also seeing what's going on up here. A lot of people are scared to do that. They're scared to really check in and be like, yo, what am I thinking? What's going on? So we escape, which is why I had to get off of the weed for a minute. Because it was like, I'm escaping from the pain. I'm escaping from the generational trauma. I'm escaping from the stuff that I thought that I had a problem and I couldn't conquer. Right? I'm like, oh no, I get too mad. And look at this. Look, I showed y'all already. I got this on my wall. See that? That is the Hulk, and that is Yoda, and this represents me as a character. This is my character. This is who I am. Both of these, I couldn't believe I found this, right? And that's why, because even Bruce Banner had to find ways to calm down. He had to find ways to chill out, right? And so, what I'm here to tell y'all is that this is where it's at, y'all. Open enrollment starts today, and I'm only saying this, it's hard, it's going to be hard for you to conceptualize. That's why I'm telling you to jump in and to just see it. You got to just jump in to see it for your life. And what's crazy is I've made it ridiculously cheap on purpose because I believe in it that much. I don't have to make it this. I mean, maybe that's the psychology of people, but I'm not looking for that person, man. I'm not looking for the one that need to be like, "Oh yeah, it's worth a lot, so it's got to be a lot." No, man. I'm looking for somebody that is like $40 to really bet on myself. $40 to really test to see if this is going to work. And if you go in skeptical, I don't know, it might not help you. If you continue in that mindset, it may not. But you can literally bet $40 on yourself and really see, okay, is this going to work or not? And then you could drop off. Ain't no commitments or nothing like that. And then you could drop off. But I also am extremely curious. Cause I want to see, like, hold on, dude. Cause I really now going through this information, learning about the amygdala and the frontal lobes, I'm like, yo, I'm on to something. I had no idea. I'm really truly on to something, y'all. And it's literally going to change reality as we know it. I'm like 10 years ahead, dude. Like, not even saying anything. I mean, because obviously I've received all of this through the grace of God. All right. That's the only way I've been able to do this because I had no idea what I was creating. No idea. Right. So all praise, honor, and glory goes to God. 1000. However, I'm telling you, y'all, it's tripped out, dude. It's tripping me out. And they also said meditation improves brain function. Why? Because you slow it down. You slow down the fight or flight. It's fight or flight all day, fight or flight all day. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I'm stressed. Anxiety. Worry. Future. What's going on? All the time. And you only stop that when you sleep. When you sleep, in your brain, your body is already doing a whole bunch of other stuff that it needs to do, so it doesn't have time to really truly process. There's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do to really get it to process, and food is another one of them. You got to allow your body to stop processing food for a particular time so it can have time and space to do other things. If it's constantly processing food all the time, that's why you're tired. I'm dead serious. It has nothing to do with, I need an energy drink. I need some coffee. No, it's literally because your body is continuously in this cycle of trying to process food. That's one of the hardest things for the body to do. So when you do overeat, it causes you to get sleepy. When you have too much food in your system, it causes you to get sleepy. But I guarantee you right now, if you decide, you know what, I'm going to stop eating for 10 to 16 hours. Like, let me just stop. Let me just stop all the way. Let me only drink water. All of a sudden, at one point of the day, you're going to be like, yo, I'm turned up. I got extra energy. Why? What is going on? Because your body finally fully processed all the food, and now it's got time to do other stuff. Now it's got time to be more up here than being all down here and being like, okay, y'all, come on, get the system, get the waste. What do you think using the bathroom is, man? Doing a number two, doing a number one. It's your body having to process all of that. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all. We own to something, man. And it's about to go all the way up. I don't even care. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even, it's about to go all the way up, man. And I just gotta keep showing up. That's literally what God is telling me to do. He like, dog, just keep showing up, man. It's there. The info is there. The practices are there. The everything is there, dude. Just keep showing up so that through repetition over time, somebody will be like, wait a minute, something he said made sense. Let me try it out. Skip it. Let me see what's up. They're gonna go see what's up, and they're gonna really be like, okay, I really want to make a change. Let me see if this really gonna change my life. And then they really gonna change their life. And they're gonna be like, wait a minute. What? There's people in the program right now, man. There's people in the program right now, y'all. Look, see, check this out, man. Figs ain't lying, dude. It makes sense, Kev. I know now that that's what's helping me change is the meditation. I've been meditating since July and I see the difference. Dude, it's not a game, y'all. It's not a game, dude. It's not a game. It's not a gimmick. You got to tune in to yourself. And that's how I told you. I help you to, if you look at the website, you go to mindsetmattersmore.net. It says unlock the legendary you, y'all. I had no idea. I just liked how it sounded. I just liked how it sounded, y'all. I had no idea. And now I'm looking at it and I'm going through this parenting class and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. This program is extremely effective. My goodness. It's just going to help me to speak to it even more so. But outside of that, y'all, again, let's recap some of this stuff that I've been telling you. Okay. The amygdala, which is what we respond out of more than half the time, the fight or flight response, okay, is in your brain what you're operating out of most of the time. Excuse me. That's how you're operating most of the time, is out of your amygdala. You don't even know this. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. You have no idea that this is happening, but this is what the parenting class is saying. When the one parent is mad at the other parent, or both parents are mad at each other, and they responding to each other. Some of y'all know this. Y'all having relationship issues. Some of y'all know this. Y'all trying to talk to each other and y'all making each other mad. Amygdala all day. But they say, what do you need to do? They say, take a deep breath, self-reflect before you respond. It's like, yeah, this stuff, it makes sense, but will you do it on your own, or do you need a system? I'm providing a system for you. You could do this by yourself, though. You can create a meditation practice and a program by yourself. I hope you do that. I hope you do that because it will help you. It's not a game. I'm literally trying to help you do it. It don't matter if you join the program or not. I'm just giving you a formatted system that you'll be able to go through it and be like, okay, let me force myself to do this. Because why? Because we need that sometimes. Sometimes that's just what we need, man. Drop the ego and be like, you know what? I need the system, man. Let me just go into the system, get my own systematic way in, and then be good. You could do that. I'm not tripping. I'm trying to help you unlock the legendary you, because when that happens, the more that happens, the better life is going to start to go. But the more people that sleep, and that don't understand that this is a real thing, we're going to continue to go in a loop. Repeated reminders, repeated refines us. It's going to refine you either in a good way or in a bad way. I learned that. That's why I put that on there just yesterday. I just learned that from the parenting class. Listen to that video and listen to what I said. I was reading a literal, where's that at? I was reading a literal script. I'm about to read it to y'all again. Because why? Because repeated reminders, repeated refines us, right? The refining is what I'm looking for. And here's exactly what I read. How do repeated thoughts and emotions affect your brain? Why is this in a parenting class? Because it's time for me to get to because it's time for me to get this information so I can relay it to y'all so I can keep help saving the world. Kev, let's get it. Okay, so look, how do repeated thoughts and emotions affect your brain? Whenever you repeatedly sense and feel and want and wait, whenever you repeatedly sense and feel and want and think is slowly whatever, I think I kept saying whenever, whatever you repeatedly sense and feel and want and think is slowly but surely sculpting your brain structure. Let me read this dynamically. Okay. New synapses, connections between cells form quickly, and neurons that fire together wire together. This means that thinking about and repeating negative experiences will change your brain for the worse. Also, thinking about repeating a positive experience will change your brain for the better. Your brain tends to dwell on negative experiences because it values safety. Your ancestors reacted to threats of danger in order to be around to have lunch and avoid being lunch for some tiger. But making conscious efforts to focus on positive experiences, focus on the good. Yo, I'm not, where did it come from? I'm just saying. Making conscious efforts to focus on positive experiences. I've been saying focus on the good, y'all. Come on, dude. This ain't me. I'm just being led. This ain't me, though. This ain't me. I'm just saying. I've been saying it though. I'm just saying though. So let me say it again. But making conscious efforts to focus on positive experiences can help your brain create pathways for the experiences of positive emotions. Being mindful of your thoughts and feelings allows you to notice when you are dwelling on negative thoughts and feelings. Expanded awareness, what I just told you at the beginning of this. You can then take positive steps to focus on constructive alternatives. What is going on, people? Okay. Additional information. Your experiences don't just grow new synapses, they also somehow reach down to your genes and change how they operate. These lives keep getting better. Hey, look, dude. Look, man. Look, man. Look. I'm not perfect. Okay. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on a lot of this stuff, which is why God brought this information to me to write it down. Cause he like, Kev, you still need to work on this, even though you teaching it, you still need better work on it. Still better be working on it. Cause you got a problem when you be talking to your ex when it comes to certain things. You need to calm down. Okay, you be amygdala right away. You ready to fight back, man. Calm down, right? And so that's a work in progress all the time. But what helps? The meditation, y'all, which is what I have you go through, the elements of life, the very first part of the program. Let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Boom. Welcome to the Mindset Matters Institute. First, I take you through Earth, the beginning, the foundation. And then you download a copy of the Magnificent You, where I have you repeat some reminders over and over and over again, 6 pieces of advice, along with a journal, which is going to be sold in Target at some point in time. But anyway, I'm tripping, man. Let me stop tripping. Okay. Boom. I have you, then I have you wham. Go to choose a meditation style. Y'all like my sound effects? Then I have you choose a meditation style. Okay. Have you watched the video when I talk about that? Boom. First meditation, stillness. Yes. Time to be still, solid, immovable, unwavering. It starts from within. The mind must control the body, not the other way around. Sit in a comfortable position. Then you go through, oh yeah, day 1 through 7, stillness, bam. Then you go into focused thought, another meditation, wham, hidden you, another meditation. Then, oh, back to center, boom, here we go, peace, calmness, neutrality. Then, oh, let's do one more, concentrated strength, focus, patience, the waiting game, patience, grasshopper. And then you get into the fire, the mental kung fu, which is the disciplined activities. Come on. All right, look, man, look, dude. Hey, I'm very proud. I'm very proud that I continue to ask God for guidance, and that I have created something that I really believe in and I'm really happy about. I'm really, really happy about this, y'all. So that's why you see me tripping and talking kind of crazy. Okay. Just so you know. Outside of that, I encourage you to, if you don't, man, to start meditating. Do your own practice. All right. Download a meditating app. Okay. This I'm just way ahead of the game. I see it. I'm just way ahead of the game right now. Cause it's still not a lot of people talking about this at all. I'm early, real early. And so it's gonna take some time for y'all to really understand what I'm talking about. And for you to really break down all that fear and that generational trauma to really try it out and be like, yeah, I'll bet 40 bucks on myself. Let me bet 40 bucks on myself real quick and see what's popping. Yo, LA Fitness, y'all, is 40 bucks. And I guarantee you this program will help you more than LA Fitness will. Okay. Because you get to go and you get to throw the weights around. And that's cool. And the basketball court is there. That's why I got it. That's why I got an LA Fitness membership, because the basketball court, really, that's all it's about for me. I like the weights, but I can do calisthenics all day and I'll be fine. Me is just the basketball court. I need a basketball court and an indoor court at that. I can do outside, but the concrete is hard on the knees. But anyway, back to the refrigerator. Let's do another one. Yeah, let me catch that back real quick. Because yeah, I wanted y'all to know when the refrigerator was invented. 1913. Let's share the screen again, Kev. Let's share the screen again, man. 1913, y'all, is when the refrigerator was invented. When the first domestic refrigerator was created. Okay. So you mean to tell me just, and yes, I'm saying just 100 years ago, we didn't even have nowhere to store our food, really. So what were we doing? That's what that made me do. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "No, okay. So let's see here. So how did we store food before refrigeration? Ice boxes. People would cut blocks of ice from a lake or river, which again, you out there in the wild, you still in fight or flight, you still operating out of amygdala because you don't know what's out there. You trying to get ice blocks out of the lake. It's stuff out there. Okay. There were a few different ways, but burying food was another way to keep food fresh. See what I'm saying? This is just 100 years ago, y'all. 1913, dude. That's literally just your grandparents. That's it. That's two generations before you. That's not a long time ago. That's not a long time ago. Do you understand? That was just a few moments ago. So are we still operating out of the amygdala? 1000. Of course we are. Because it was just our grandparents, dude. That's tripped out when you really think about it. That is tripped out. Okay. So think about that stuff, y'all. Think about that stuff. Deal with yourself. Okay. Find a meditation practice or just jump in, dude. I'm telling you, man. Not only will you get this structured system, but you also get the community that's building. You get the mighty figs, the mighty faith in God gives strength. All right. You get the freaking amazing Zach Frierson in here. All right. Zach Morris, man. I gotta figure out Spider-Man out here. Okay. Then you get Super Jill. Okay. The nurse with everything, with all of the healing that you can get, right? Jill just jumped in. Appreciate Jill. Okay. And again, there's many more people I haven't even mentioned, man. Living a journey, Jenna. Okay. Um, Pratch on Earth, man. Y'all, we about to I'm creating a super team, dude. I love it. I love y'all don't understand how much I'm enjoying this, right? I'm not even the what I'm and here's the real. Here's what I'm gonna give y'all to cap this off is that um the program is not generating a whole lot of profits, I'll say. It's generating some revenue, but not profit, right? I'm still deep in the red and I'm betting on myself from the equity that I had from the previous company. And I'm betting on this. I'm betting on this with all of my equity. That's what I'm doing because I believe in it that much. I'm gonna leave you with that. All right. Love you guys very, very much. Let's see if there's any other things that I need to go over here. Push the time. Yep, push the time. Push the time. Play affirmations all night to program the mind. Yep, that helps it. That helps too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at that. It's helping with my relationship. I get mad less quick and I come from a place of love. Telling y'all, man. It's true. It is true. Fight or flight, sympathetic nervous system versus rest and digest, parasympathetic nervous system. I Jill's a registered nurse, man, certified. All right. I don't, man, this is interesting stuff, man. Love you guys very, very much. Okay. So again, just even if it's not the program, I want you to join the program because I'm trying to change the world and I know I need numbers. That's why I'm really trying to have you change to join the program is because we got to come with the numbers. Once we come with the numbers, we're gonna be able to make noise. All right. And then once we make noise, then we're gonna be able to do some groundbreaking activities. Okay. But um yeah, this is it, man. Human beings, not human doings. So many of us need to slow down and think about our actions. Yeah, all the time, man. All the time. We always need to, everybody does. Everybody does. We all need to slow down and think about our actions. But yeah, Again, really appreciate you guys. The website is down there. Only the legends will be there though. Only the legends will be there. And I appreciate everyone that's there now. And yeah, we're gonna change the world. Figs, I'll see you in a few minutes here. It's on and popping, y'all. We got some even greater stuff in the works on top of what I just was talking about. We got even greater stuff in the works because we finna start saving the world right now. I got the squad already, really, to be honest with you. You could join in though and not do the FOMO later. You can join in now and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what it is. But hey, it's up to you. Jump in. So what's the moral of this story? Did I even cover the topic? Did I even cover the topic? I think so. I think I did. I hope I did. All right. I really do. Um, let's see. Let's view this on YouTube so I can see what the topic was. Because I'm like, I had the topic and then kind of went crazy. Oh, so yeah, so become become greater than your environment. that that's what this was about. Because you have to be able to do all of this stuff, you gotta shut out the outside and tune inside. And it's not ego. It's not like, oh, I'm besting you. I'm becoming better than you, than thou, than those, right? It's no, it's becoming internally better. It's like if my house is falling apart, I'm a mansion inside. If my car is falling apart, I'm a Ferrari inside, right? Greater than the environment that way. Only your personal environment. And then it's gonna transcend to other places. But it starts with meditation. And that's the truth. And now I can back it with science. So thank you, parenting class. All right. So yeah. I have an interview that I'll post up later today. Me and Cody. Love you guys very, very much. Look out for that around 5 o'clock. And yeah, man. Look out for more exciting announcements. There's gonna be some exciting things happening in the Mindset Matters group and institutes and community. So keep an eye on us, y'all. All right. Keep watching. Keep watching. I know you're out there. All right. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Focus on the good. Remember that mindset matters more than anything else. Focus on the good. Mindset matters more than anything else. Repeated reminders, repeated refines us. Focus on the good. And I'll see you guys next time. Anytime. Out.